pick, the New England Patriots select Will Campbell.
Dedication and encouragement to all of my coaches at Neville High School. Davis has, taught me many of things that have helped me become the better player.
Nobody expected a lineman to crack the top 5 of the NFL draft. Not in an era where quarterbacks dominate headlines and wideouts sell jerseys. But Will Campbell wasn't built for headlines. He was built for war. From the day he stepped onto LSU's campus as a teenager, he did something few freshmen in college football history had ever done. He started at left tackle in the SEC. Not survived, not rotated, started. Week in, week out. And from that moment on, he didn't just protect his quarterback, he erased threats. Edge rushers disappeared. Blitzes got neutralized. No drama, no spotlight. Just absolute surgical destruction in the trenches. While the world watched Heisman hopefuls and highlight reels, Campbell was authoring a legacy one block at a time, earning freshman All-American honors, first-team All-SEC, the Jacobs Blocking Trophy, and a reputation as the best offensive lineman in college football. NFL scouts called him pro-ready, technically elite, and unshakable. And when the New England Patriots made him the 4th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, they weren't just drafting a player, they were planting a flag. The wall was rising, and this time, everyone was about to notice. Monroe, Louisiana, not a football factory, not a media hotbed, but for one young man, it was the furnace where greatness was forged. From the moment Will Campbell strapped on a helmet at Neville High School, it was obvious. He was different. He wasn't just a local star. He was a 5-star national prospect, a towering presence with the kind of balance, aggression, and intelligence that had recruiters from every SEC Titan banging on his door. Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas. They all came with promises. But Campbell? He chose legacy over luxury. He stayed home. He committed to LSU, not for comfort, but for purpose, for pride. He didn't want to just play in Death Valley. He wanted to own it, and he didn't wait. He enrolled early in January 2022, still just 18 years old. He stepped into the most demanding position on the field, left tackle, the quarterback's shield, the line's cornerstone, and started as a true freshman in the SEC. Let that sink in. No redshirt year, no backup reps. Game 1, he was in the fire, and instead of flinching, he thrived. Against NFL-bound pass rushers, against SEC noise, against every ounce of pressure a freshman could face, he stood tall. And then LSU did something unprecedented. They gave him the number 7 jersey, a sacred number worn by icons like Patrick Peterson, Leonard Fournette, Tyrann Mathieu, and Jamar Chase, traditionally given to game changers, captains, warriors, and never, not once, had it gone to an offensive lineman, until Will Campbell, because LSU saw what everyone else was starting to realize. This kid wasn't just playing left tackle, he was building a legacy. Every snap was a statement, every block was a blueprint, and every week, the legend of the wall grew louder. In a conference known for chewing up young linemen, Will Campbell didn't just survive, he dominated. By 2023, Will Campbell wasn't just holding his own in the nation's toughest conference, he was mastering it. He lined up at left tackle, week after week, staring down edge rushers who would be first-round picks, All-Americans, and future NFL stars. And he gave them nothing. Not a sack, not a slip, not a step. 13 games, 0 sacks allowed. But Campbell wasn't chasing awards or headlines. He was building something more permanent, something powerful. While the spotlight lit up Jayden Daniels as he diced up defenses and danced his way to the Heisman Trophy, Campbell was the quiet engine behind it all. He protected Daniels' blindside. He bought time when there was none. He sealed edges and created run lanes for an offense that led the nation in total yards. But if 2023 was his national coming out party, 2024 was the coronation. LSU's offensive line became a wall of silence, allowing fewer sacks than any team in the SEC. And anchoring that wall, as always, was number 7, Will Campbell. Across 557 pass-blocking snaps, he allowed only 2 sacks, a number so small, so surgically clean, it stunned scouts and left analysts reaching for comparisons. There were stretches of entire seasons where he didn't allow a single pressure, let alone a sack. And then came the recognition. The SEC awarded him the Jacobs Blocking Trophy, given to the conference's best offensive lineman. He joined a legendary fraternity of trench warriors, names like Alan Faneca, Barrett Jones, and Chris Samuels. And in doing so, Campbell became the first LSU player in over a decade to claim the honor. But you wouldn't have known it from him. No press tour, no end zone celebrations, just a quiet nod and back to work. Because Campbell wasn't interested in flash. What makes Will Campbell special isn't just the size. Though at 6 feet 6 inches and 319 pounds, he casts a shadow over most defenders. It's everything else. The footwork is so sharp it looks choreographed. The hand placement, always inside, always violent. The anchor, unshakable. The IQ, pre-snap recognition, and blitz pickup are on par with seasoned pros. He played every snap like he had something to prove. It was like every edge rusher was a threat to LSU's identity, and most never even got close. He was the safest pick in the entire class. So when the clock ticked down on pick number 4 in the 2025 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots didn't blink. They didn't reach for a highlight-hungry receiver. They didn't panic and gamble on a quarterback. They made the most no-nonsense, high-impact decision on the board. They drafted the cornerstone, the protector of the franchise, the wall. Will Campbell doesn't chirp. He doesn't pound his chest after pancakes. He doesn't chase clout on social media. He doesn't need to. Because every Saturday in the SEC and now every Sunday in the NFL, he lets his play do the talking. And what it says, loud and clear, is dominance. His teammates at LSU gave him a nickname, the Wall, because he didn't just block defenders, he removed them from the game plan. No tweets, no trash talk, no theatrics, just execution. Relentless, unshakable execution. And that's the kind of energy the New England Patriots desperately needed. After years of instability and post-Brady identity searching, they didn't just draft a lineman with the 4th overall pick in 2025, they drafted a culture reset, a tone setter, a trench general. Head coach Mike Vrabel didn't hesitate. He called Campbell a foundational piece, the kind of player you build around, not the kind you hope pans out. And league insiders agreed. Comparisons poured in. Jake Matthews, Andrew Thomas, Joe Thomas, all franchise tackles, all technicians, all leaders. And now, Campbell is protecting the blind side of rookie quarterback Drake May. A rookie quarterback stepping into the cauldron of Foxborough pressure doesn't need chaos. He needs clarity. He needs calm. He needs a wall between him and the Wolves. And that wall now wears number 71. Campbell doesn't just hold the edge. He brings order to the chaos. He gives the Patriots more than protection. He gives them time. He gives them identity. He gives them a future. So here's the real question that's been quietly echoing through the league. Is Will Campbell truly the most underrated top 5 pick we've seen in recent NFL history? Or could he be something far greater? Something that transcends mere draft status? What we're witnessing isn't just talent. It's a quiet revolution unfolding at a position many have forgotten or overlooked. This is a new standard, an entirely different way to lead. Not with flashy headlines or loud proclamations, but with unshakable presence and absolute control over every inch of the field. Because here's the undeniable truth. Greatness doesn't always need to roar. Sometimes it's found in the moments when a player locks in, lowers their stance, and plants their cleats with unwavering resolve. Greatness is measured in the relentless domination of every snap, consistently, relentlessly, with no excuses. And if Will Campbell's journey up to this point has taught us anything, it's that this wall he's built in the trenches, this fortress of power and discipline, is not just standing strong. It's a barrier that's not coming down anytime soon. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.